Hi, I'm Robert Kennedy, and I'm a postdoc in the Chemical Sciences and Engineering Division at Argonne National Laboratory and a member of the Institute for Cooperative Upcycling of Plastics, or iCOUP. Every year, around 27 million tons of plastic is thrown away in the United States. What if we could turn that plastic waste into a resource instead of the end of the line? In iCOUP, I'm working to make that future happen with catalytic upcycling. There are plastics everywhere, over 8 billion metric tons of it. Bags, bottles, clothes, phones, mattresses. There's even plastic on the moon. But as of 2017, only about 8% of plastic was recycled in the United States. And of that recycled plastic, only a fraction can be used the same way a second time. Most recycled plastic is downcycled into less valuable things. With the low price of the starting materials, it's often cheaper and easier just to make new plastics than to recycle. So what do we do with the 27 million metric tons of plastic waste thrown into US landfills every year? What if, instead of downcycling, we could find a way to take plastic waste and upcycle it into more valuable chemicals? Let me show you how. What I'm doing is taking the polymer chains in polyethylene and cutting them into short, uniform chains of molecules that are easy to repurpose into new materials. I can't do all this cutting by myself, so I'm getting a little help from platinum. It's the one breaking the carbon-carbon bonds in plastic by adding hydrogen, or hydrogenolysis. Now, platinum is pretty expensive, so instead of using a big hunk of it, I've made lots of little platinum particles on the surface of these teeny tiny cubes. I'm going to call this the catalyst. The catalyst and the polyethylene go in a sealed vessel, and I heat and stir them until the polyethylene melts and they mix together. Then all that's needed is to add the hydrogen, and the catalyst can start cutting the polyethylene down to size. Now, if I just heated polyethylene without the catalyst or the hydrogen, the plastic would break down by itself. That's what's called pyrolysis. If I did that, I'd get a mix of molecules: long, short, straight, branched, rings, and unsaturated all together. Some of them are more valuable than others, and I need to do a lot of extra work to separate them. Instead, with my catalyst, all I'm seeing are the straight molecules. So how is this upcycling? Well, with this catalyst, we're making liquids and waxes that are pretty similar to the hydrocarbons in regular and synthetic motor oil. So these products can be a new source of base oils for lubricants, which adds a lot of value to plastic that would otherwise go to the landfill. Looking forward, my collaborators and I are looking at how these products perform as lubricants, whether there are differences in how the catalyst breaks down different plastics, and how the shape of the support changes how the plastic interacts with the platinum. Beyond lubricants, we're also looking at other ways to upcycle plastic waste. We could make valuable chemicals, like detergents, gels, or stabilizers. We could make feedstocks for new plastics. We could even functionalize plastics to make entirely new materials. All of these are things we're working on in iCOUP. If you'd like to learn more about what we are doing in iCOUP, here are 3 papers on catalytic upcycling, and keep an eye out because we've got a lot more in the works. I'd like to thank the Department of Energy, Argonne National Laboratory, and the Institute for the Cooperative Upcycling of Plastics for supporting this research. You can find out more about iCOUP at our website,